Hey yo, what's up everybody? This is your boy Jay once again, continuing the story. And I left off where I started to face reality and come to terms with certain things as a teenager in New York City. And eventually I found the flow of things. I settled into a really good, supportive group of friends. Many great memories, by the way. We did some wild stuff. We did some stuff that wasn't that good. Um, for instance, I remember we drank as teenagers, and we were stumbling across the street in the middle of like the biggest boulevard out here in the city that I live in. Um, and also like we used to like cut school and like go play. At the time, the hottest game at the time was Counter Strike, and we used to like cut school and hide at the internet cafes and play Counter Strike all day and stuff like that. And say I if you can relate to this. Great memories, and like I said, those friends are still my friends to this day. And the great thing is that because I always had that good balance of like hanging out and also getting your stuff done, I was able to still apply myself to do the things that I needed to get to school, to get to college. Because like I shared on that video before, one of the reasons why my parents wanted me to come to the States was for me to have a better future. So with that in mind, I always kept a good balance of hanging out, having fun, and doing things that teenagers do, and also doing the things that I have to do for my future. And eventually, I did catch up with my studying of TOEFL and SATs, and I got myself into a pharmacy school. Because actually, the real reason why I came, and this is a confession, is that the real reason why I came to the States was for me to go to medical school. Um, did my grades and my school career show that I had the capability of going to medical school? I don't know. I don't think so. I was an okay student, but I wasn't like top of the class or anything. But I came to the States, and thank God my grades were really good, and I did bring myself up to par in the college entrance exams for SAT and TOEFL, like I said. And I did qualify to go to medical school in a couple of different colleges, different schools. Uh, but here's another thing: like I came for that purpose. Yes, talking with my parents, they confessed to me that they didn't want me to become a doctor. That they actually saw that perhaps living as a doctor wasn't what they wanted for me. They were gonna support me if I wanted it, but if I wasn't passionate about it and if I wasn't 100% about it, they give me the chance to say, that's not for me, let's look for something else. And we talked it over a few times. I thought it over a few times, and I said, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to live tied down to a beeper, because if I was a doctor, I wasn't gonna. My aim to become a doctor was to be a surgeon of something. Probably, I think out of life. I think at the time I was thinking either neurosurgeon or cardiac surgeon, heart surgeon, and it was one of those two things. And it was definitely meant that I was gonna be tied down to the paper, and if something happened, I was gonna have to run down to the hospital and stuff like that, see a lot of blood and whatnot. And I realized, you know what? That's not the life I want to live. So we talked it over, and we came to agree upon me going to pharmacy school. Now, I didn't know if I was actually 100% passionate about it. What I did know is that I wanted to be in the healthcare field, and that's why I went to pharmacy school, because it was still related to healthcare, and legit money was good. You graduate as a pharmacist after 6 years, six figures guaranteed, right? Why not? Well, I started school, and I quickly realized that pharmacy was actually not gonna fulfill me at all. And you may think, well, the money's good. Well, I don't know. Somehow I always knew that money was not always gonna be uh, my deciding factor. I love money and I do like making a lot of money, but I knew that that wasn't just gonna fulfill my heart's desire. And so around third year of pharmacy school, I actually enrolled in acupuncture school, and I studied both degrees at the same time. And by the way, I don't say any of this to boast or to impress anybody. If I did it, anybody can do it. I was young, I didn't know better, and I just did it. And if any one of you listening to this got thrown into that situation, you'll handle it just like I did, because I didn't know any better and I was just doing what I needed to do. So I went to both schools, finished them, got my degrees, got my licenses, and once again, very quickly I realized that even though I love both professions, I was actually more passionate about acupuncture because it gave me more fulfillment, as in like I could literally feel the patient getting better with treatments, not so much with pharmacy, with drugs. And the thing is that when you keep realizing that, that something is not aligning with you, that's why you keep huffing and puffing, or you keep stumbling across the finish line. What I realized through acupuncture is that it didn't matter how well I treated somebody, if something in here didn't change, their ailments came back or they never got better. So what happened is that I knew that I had to instill a new mode of operation for them with a new set of beliefs, so that the acupuncture treatment would actually take root and really have an impact on the person. And here we are getting close to how I came about doing what I do, which is leading and inspiring people to be truly unlimited. And the way I do that is by helping them set goals that they really want to achieve, not just the goals that they currently think they can achieve, because goals are there for us to grow, not to get. And if you think that achieving safe goals is goal achieving in any way, you're fooling yourself, because you're doing the same thing you've been doing for the last I don't know how many years, and stuck in the same place, living the same year, pretending that you're not. But unless you do something drastic to really shift things in your life completely, you are still stuck in the same place. And you may not like what I just said, but if you really look back, you will agree with me that you do feel stuck, and you do feel like you're not completely fulfilled with your life, and you do know that you're not living exactly how you envision yourself living. And that all it takes for you to do is just shift yourself. And why did I come about doing this? Because like I said, with acupuncture, I realized that what's going on here is very important. And that threw me into a journey in self-development and spiritual growth. And in order to achieve this, I remember there were times where I spent like 5 days out of the week at church. Like every evening after work, I would go to church and I would do some type of activity at church, Bible study, praise night, different like community volunteer programs, choir. I did a lot of stuff at church, and that helped tremendously solidify my spirituality and my growth as a spiritual being. And coupled with that, I started reading a massive amount of personal development books, and that progressed into attending personal development seminars, programs, you name it, you call it. And through that journey, one day, as I was journaling after reading Think and Grow Rich, I got a flash of inspiration that literally solidified my mission statement in life is to lead and inspire others to be truly unlimited. And for a very long time, I've been wanting to do something like that, yet the conversation that kept on going on my head was, who the hell are you? And why would people even listen to you? Like, you haven't achieved anything. Like, what makes you think that people will listen to you? And you know what? I still don't know. What I do know is that I took a lot of steps, and I did a lot of things that other people don't do. I did a lot of things that people made fun of me for. like finding myself involved with different MLM companies to find out exactly what they are, not just like hear from other people what it is and make a judgment, but like really experience for myself what they are. I found myself inviting people to self-development courses and seminars for which people thought that I was involved in some type of cult, and I was like getting them involved in some like crazy like sect and things like that. So I did a lot of things that I got a lot of heat from people. But you know what? At the end of the day, like it was all for me. It was all out of good intentions. It was all out of sharing something good with people, that something that I believe was good, that was gonna really change things for them in their minds, so that they can shift and really become what they really want to become, not just like get beat down by life and settle into like how things are now. Because you don't have to. You always have a choice. And just today, I made an Instagram post and I shared a quote by William James that said, human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. Attitudes of mind. So by changing how you're perceiving things and how you're thinking and what you're thinking about, you can change your life. You can alter your life. And that realization is what really started to solidify, and all the things that I've been through is what really started to solidify what I do now, which is to help empower people to set goals that they really want to achieve, things, not just goals, but like that vision, that dream, that ideal that you've been keeping close to your heart, not knowing how you are going to go after it, and help you grow into that goal. Because like I said, once again, goals are there for us to grow, not to get. And with that, guys, that's the culmination of my origin story. There is a lot of details and fun stories in between that are gonna be coming down the pipeline, I guess, in different videos as I share my journey and my story, and how and I incorporate it into what I do now. But in a nutshell, that's been my origin. Now you know what's the journey that I took and how I came to be doing what I'm doing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for resonating with the story. Leave your comments and share this video with your friends if you know somebody that's been feeling stuck and they've been looking for an answer as to how they could break out of their rut and go after what they really want. Leave me a comment sharing with me your thoughts. What do you feel? What do you think about this? It's a free and safe space to share, no judgment, and you are free to share your opinion and your thoughts. I look forward to hearing from them, and I always appreciate and love the fact that you invest precious time of your day to share with me, and I look forward to sharing more of myself with you. And with that, much love you all. It was your boy Jay. Peace out. See you on the